Hey guys, playing in the garage, playing with knives, but check this out. Everybody knows you can sharpen knives, and hopefully you guys do once in a while, but there's other things that a lot of people just throw away or junk that can be sharpened. One of them is scissors. You buy even a crappy pair of scissors. You know, it's so annoying when it won't cut something you want, or it cuts like crap. You know, you're trying to cut some hair, won't cut hair. It won't cut. Easy as crap to sharpen. I have a little food processor my wife likes to use all the time, and I was just feeling that the other day, and it's dull. And one thing that I sharpened years ago, and it has worked amazing, is a can opener. Got this can opener, years ago, but after a couple years of use, it started getting worse. Sharpened it. Has worked great for the last 2 years or so, but it's finally time to sharpen it again. So I'm going to show you that. If you don't know, I'll give you the, just for those guys that don't really ever use a whetstone, I'll give you a little tutorial on that real fast. There's usually two sides, a fine side and a coarse side. If your blade is really hashed, like this is really dull, you're going to run it on the coarse side first. If your blade is pretty sharp, these are pretty sharp, you can just get straight to the fine side. But what I like to use, you want to use a really lightweight oil. I actually like to use transmission fluid. I do have some honing fluid. I really prefer just transmission fluid because it's really thin. Gives enough lubrication to sharpen but without destroying it. So I like to hold a cloth, kind of protects your fingers too, and you always go with the direction of the knife. When your knives were way bigger, I just do a couple passes each way, trying to keep it at the same angle that the factory did. There we go. So that's a beautiful edge. This is what it was like before. So I'll sharpen that out up here in a second. But other things, scissors. Scissors definitely have a lot different angle. But what I'll do is I'll rock it. Give more. I'll just rock it to the angle that I want, the same angle that it is. Okay. Spread that around a little bit. And I'm on the fine side right now because this isn't too bad. And it's nice because you can see the transmission fluid pool up in front of it. And these are only going to go one way. And I can start seeing that it's getting dirty, and that means I'm pulling off a little bit of metal. That's one side. Do the other side. Rock it to the same angle. There we go. It doesn't even fold over the little bit of an edge. Those are sharp scissors now. Maybe I can trim my beard now. Okay, now weird stuff. The nice thing about one of these sharpening stones is you can get contours of weird stuff. One of the things I don't like is the tools you get. You drag the knife through. Some of them have like little ceramic edges, and those are fine, but some of them, when they're actually metal, when you're pulling it through, you're actually ripping the metal, and if you looked under a magnifying glass, it's actually a really jagged edge, and it's really not as sharp as it could be. They're great for, if you're gutting an animal and you just need something real fast, but if you are going to buy like one for your backpack or something, get one with little ceramic stones that cross. You guys that have them know what I'm talking about, and that'll slide across, and that'll give you a good edge, but still no replacement just for a good old-fashioned whetstone. This is really bad, so I'm going to switch over to the coarse side. We're going to lube that up. And these, again, you can see from the factory, it was never sharpened on this side. It was only sharpened on this side. And this was never meant to be sharpened. But, I mean, this won't cut. This won't cut anything. That won't even cut into there. So, do some passes. I'm just going to I'm going to match the angle. I'm going to rock it till I see what that angle is. I'm going just against the blade. Now we'll switch over to the fine side, and you're really not removing a ton from this fine side, so. Okay, there we go. That's a heck of a lot sharper. Wow. See what it'll do. See if it'll. Yeah, a little bit. It's not the best. It cuts it, but we can play around with it a little bit more. But that's the idea. Wow, that's so much sharper. I usually use this to grind up eggshells and stuff to feed back to the chickens. You don't have to buy a oyster. You can just grind up their eggshells and they'll re-eat them. Now the can opener. This is a fun one. Coarse side. Now this never needs to be like a razor sharp edge. But right now when you go to do cans, instead of actually cutting through the can, it's actually pushing it down. We've all done this. It skips spots. Time to throw it away, right? Now, not me. I'm going to sharpen it. And there's an obvious angle there. I don't know if you guys can see this, but there's a factory angle there. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put that on the stone. Just turn it. I'm going to realize how it feels right now. There we go. Went all the way around. It's been skipping for the last couple months. It keeps skipping little spots. You know, I think that's why my wife punctured this. Well, punctured this. What is it? Chicken broth. I think that's why she punctured it instead of using the can opener. I'll run it around for a second. I'll run it again for a second, but that's a sharp can opener. Well, there we go, guys. Thought somebody might want to come to my garage and play knives with me. Thanks for watching. You can leave me a comment below, subscribe. But pretty much everything can be sharpened, so that's me. I don't like throwing anything away if I can sharpen it or fix it somehow. See you guys. Subscribe. Bye.